Learning grammar is not going to help you in speaking fluent English. I both agree and disagree. Agree because if you are keep on learning only grammar rules, grammar book, your English will not improve because you are not practicing at all. As a kid, you have been solving all the rules of grammar in your exercise book. You know all the rules of grammar like use of would, should, may, might, present tense, past tense. But still, when somebody asks you to speak English, you freeze up. You have no, confidence to speak English in front of people. So, one thing is clear that you might be good at writing because till now you have learned to make correct sentences. Your writing, it might be good and you can construct sentences correctly. So writing is an important stone to step on before you speak fluently. Understand? So the thing is, the solution of all these problems are you should know the basic grammar which are really helpful for your speaking English fluently. So hi, I am Rekha. I teach you English and I tell you how to speak fluently by using various methods, and at the same time I also teach you basic grammar because basic grammar is very much needed for speaking English. So let's start our today's video. So we are doing parts of speech and now we have completed, we have known all the rules of noun and we have moved towards now pronoun. So we have done personal pronoun, emphatic and reflexive pronoun too. And today we will know more about, demonstrative pronoun. Okay. So guys, pronoun is very important topic when you are learning advanced grammar. It is very much needed, to learn the basic pronoun. Because whenever you are going to make active passive voice, whenever you are going to learn direct, indirect or narration, pronoun is very much needed, for those things. Okay, so now let's today start with demonstrative pronoun. So in this video, we are going to learn what is a demonstrative pronoun. As the name suggests, demonstrate, it means to show or to give demo. So what happens when you go to some school and after giving interview, they ask you to give some demo, Demo means, you have to present yourself in front of other. So when you give demo, they say, yeah, it is good or bad. In the same way, demo means to show something precisely, or the pronoun which shows something precisely or clearly, it's called demonstrative pronoun. Okay, so demonstrative pronoun, it just points out or indicate a particular noun in terms of its number and closeness from the speaker. Okay, now this demonstrative pronoun, it can be used as a pronoun and as an adjective too. So let's see how we use demonstrative pronoun first, and then we'll know that how does it work as an adjective too. So demonstrative pronoun we use in our day-to-day life, in our practical life, when we say these are the boys, those are the fans, or this is a boy, or that is a book, in this way. So let's see here in this blackboard, I'm going to write this, that, these and those. These four, demonstrative pronouns are there. We'll see that how do they use in our sentence as a. So a demonstrative pronoun replaces a noun and points out to it. So I've written on the board, just see that, demonstrative, number and vicinity. So first you see these, that and those. Four things I've written. These are demonstrative pronoun. This is used for singular, close to the speaker. Okay. Like if we say this is my book, then these are demonstrative plural, and these are plural, these are plural, and it is close to the speaker. Like if we say these are my friends, that, demonstrative that, it is singular and far from the speaker. Okay, like if we say that is my room, and then demonstrative those, it's plural and far from the speaker. Like if we say those are my friends playing on the ground. Okay, so that is how it works. So I'm not very good in making drawing, but still I try to make some pictures on the board to make you understand. So let's understand. If I say this is my cousin, so I'm indicating towards a singular person. So this is my cousin and this person is near to me. So that is why I have used this for it. Now next sentence, if I say that is my cat, so I'm indicating towards a cat which is also a singular, and it is far away from me. So that is why I have used that for it. Okay. Now these are flowers. So if we say these are flowers, means these are flowers which are plural in number, but still they are near to me, close to me. So that is why I have used these for it. Now if we say those are birds, so here we see birds are far away from me, but they are more than one in number. So that is why I have used those for them. So one thing is very important to understand, that this, that, these, those never followed by any noun. So that is why they are called demonstrative pronoun. So we use this if something or someone is one in number and near to us. And that we use for if something or someone is far away from us, and that in number. And these more than one in number and close to the speaker, and those more than one in number but far away from the speaker. Okay, remember most important things, that these pronoun does not followed by a noun. Okay, now remember, when this, that, these and those are followed by a noun, they are called demonstrative adjective. So let's start with demonstrative adjective, and I've drawn some drawing on the board to make you understand. I hate this man. I'm talking about which man? This man. I hate this man. So here we see that this man, here this has come before this noun. So here this word is actually qualifying this man, noun. So that is why it is called demonstrative adjective. First thing. Second thing is that this man is singular in number and this man is close to me. It is close to the speaker. So that is why this has been used for this noun. Okay. So I hate this man. So here we see that this has come just before this noun, indicating this noun, this man, and that is why this man has become adjective. Okay, so it has just come before this man. Understand? So we have used this because it is one in number and close to the speaker. Now if we say that woman is very old, so I'm indicating towards this woman, that woman, which is far from the speaker and one in number. So that is why that is used for this woman, and that woman is very old. So here that is indicating towards the woman who is far away from the speaker and singular in number. So here we see this that is qualifying this noun. So that is why it has just come after that. So it is called demonstrative adjective which is qualifying this noun, and she is singular and far away from the speaker. Now, I have brought these frocks for my niece. Okay, so I have brought these frocks. So we see that these is more than one in number, and after these we have frock noun. So these here is demonstrative adjective which is qualifying this noun frock, and they are close to the speaker, so that is why these has been used for them. Now, those kites are flying in the sky. We are talking about those kites. So, those kites are flying in the sky. Immediately after those kite, noun has come. So, we see that those are demonstrative adjective qualifying these kites, since they are more than one in number and far from the speaker. So, that is why those has been used for it. Okay. Now let's know more about use of this, these, that and those. Okay. Now this and these are referred to the present time or near future, and that and those are referred to the past time far from the future. So accordingly we use the verb when this and these are used in the sentence. We use present tense verb, and when that and those are used in the sentence, accordingly we use past tense verbs. Okay, so here I have written 3 examples. Let's understand. This play is going to be memorable one. It means we are talking about the play which is going to happen in near future, so that is why we have used present verb here is. Okay, so this, it is a demonstrative adjective which has come just before this noun play. This play is going to be memorable one. Since we are talking about one play, so that is why we have used this for it. Okay, now she is not teaching these days. In this sentence we see that we are talking about the present time, and since we are using it for present time, we have used is for it, and we are talking about these days. So these means demonstrative adjective which has come just before days noun. Okay, and we are talking about present time, days, so that is why we have used is for it. This match is not interesting, but that match was interesting. Since we are watching a match and we are saying about the present time, so that is why we have used is for it. This match, this is demonstrative adjective. After this adjective we have match, and this match is we are talking about present time, so that is why we have used is for it. But that match was interesting, and now we are talking about the match which has been watched by someone in the past, so that is why we have used here past verb, that is was. Okay, so that is sometimes used to reply something that someone has mentioned earlier. So let's understand the scenario. It goes like that 2 persons are talking. So first person is saying, hey, I have cleared my UPSC written exam. So the second person says, congratulations, that's amazing. So here that is used for the whole thing which has been mentioned by the first speaker. It means he has cleared his UPSC exam. Okay. In the same way, if some person says that, I had a nightmare yesterday and I was shaking in my dream. So other person would say, oh, that's terrible. It means, that is used for those, nightmares or the terrible things. So I have, I'm sure that you have understood all the things which I am teaching you, and this whole demonstrative things have become clear to you. So very soon I am coming with indefinite pronouns, where I will tell you that what is an indefinite pronoun, and then distributive pronoun too. So if you like my video and if you are able to understand what I am trying to teach you, So please subscribe and like my video.